I'm just not prepared. Hey, Marie, girl, I'm having 51 issues, 50 million and one issues today. On top of the fact that I have a sinus infection, cold, whatever, my oldest grandson's mother, who took him away from us, stole him, and kept him away from us for 14 years now, all of a sudden says he's a problem and she wants me to take him. I'm not, girl. I tried to get him several times over the years when she did the same thing. If she's having a crisis with him and she wants me to take him, I reach out, I make arrangements, and then she doesn't send him. So I'm not, and I can't, and I'm not. I'm just no. You fucked up a whole person. You need to deal with it. I tried to help. You didn't want my help. She didn't want my son's help. And that's his child. She wouldn't even let him see or us ever see him. I've seen him maybe this many times in his whole life. And I've never like had him, like kept him for a summer or even a night ever. She wouldn't even allow. So how are you gonna call me when he's 14 and say, here, take the child I completely ruined? I talked to him when he was like 10 and I asked him, did he want to come live with his me mom? And he told me he couldn't because he had to stay and protect his mom from men beating on her. I'm not. I'm sorry, my middle son doesn't understand. Okay, so hi everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Right. And I mean, it would be different if he was younger or if it had not, or if I had not tried. I tried. I saw this coming. I saw this coming for years. And and then she's telling my daughter that there's some man that she's with that's taking care of her. And he said that she needs to get rid of him. No, you need to keep your child and you need to get your fucking life in order. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm so sorry. No, no, no. I raised my kids. And I've been an active grandmother to all the rest of them. This is the only one that she acts like I haven't seen him in. My son is 29 now. I haven't seen I haven't seen this child since he was 19. Now he's a hot mess. You're a hot mess, been a hot mess, and you want me to clean up your hot mess. That is not how life works. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cosmic Chat with Missn Joy. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Let me get my mood right. I really should have smoked something before I came up here. Because, honey, hey, Edith. Hey, everybody. Welcome. You listen to the water fountain. I'm not doing questions, but right now I will, hopefully, because this cosmic chat shouldn't take too long, because there's not a lot to cover. It's pretty basic, but we'll go over it. Did everybody watch the video? Did you watch the videos? Hold on, let me get a cough drop. But I'm still going to light my candles, because even though we're not calling spirit, well, honey, child. And my middle son was like, he is Evan's offspring. Okay, are you going to keep him? Probably not. So don't be guilting me. I'll be damned. Got me all the way fucked up. It's time for me to. I'm about to go. I've just made the decision to invest all my time into my business and my life. I'm not about to backtrack. Got me fucked up. It's got me fucked up. I'm just about, no. I have lupus. I'm about to leave my full-time jobs in a month or two in order to just enjoy me. My life has been hell. I raised 5 kids with a husband, and my oldest child kept having children along the way. And this is one of the results of it. My other grandchildren are awesome. You see me with the Princess of Airman, active Mima. You got me fucked up. Took my grandbaby away and kept him from us for all these years, and now it's a problem. And you want me to fix it? You got me fucked up. All the way. There were times I reached out to her, she just didn't even respond. You got me fucked up. So sorry. All right, hey everybody. Hey, I'm just bitching, y'all. This sage needs to burn, honey. I really need this sage to burn this evening. They have thoroughly disturbed my spirits. Thoroughly. So tonight's cosmic chat is about star seeds. Did anybody watch their video? Anybody? Marie said yes. Did you watch your videos? Yes. So I have the number, which I'm going to use. I've downloaded an alternate app with a number that I'm going to be using to do questions. So I said we're going to do a trial run tonight. So we're going to make cosmic chat quick so we can try to do some questions, if hopefully anybody wants questions. I don't know if I'm going to do Ask Miss and Joy after dark tomorrow night, because it's my daughter's birthday. They're having a party and I'm supposed to read at their birthday party. So I'm not sure if I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm going to try. I'll see how it goes. So I set up the number, and actually I just redid my business cards. And so I put that number there, and it'll be the number I use for business, and it's like I can silence it when I want to. So that'll be the number that we use for y'all to call in, or for those of you who don't feel comfortable calling in, if you want to find me on Facebook Messenger, we can do call that way. All right. Okay. Well, I'm not going back and forth. All right, so I love you. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, honey. You can't always be worried about others. Go on, carry on. Okay. All right. So, hey, Sharon Snipe, how you doing? Okay, everybody. So let me get my ass on track. And let me open up another window. and see if I can find anything. I finally fixed my search engine. I don't know what the hell was going on in my life with that mess, but I got rid of it. Um, I didn't take notes. It's been one of those weeks, y'all. Ever since I decided to leave my job and do this full time, I'm gonna give, like I said, I'm giving myself by like the second week in March will probably be like the last of my full time job efforts. I need to get set up in my daughter's house. So once I've done that, I'm going to work for a little while and save like maybe 3 checks or so, and then I'm out. I'm leaving them, and I'm all yours. You won't you be glad to have me? Let me log in on the phone. Ciao, ciao. Okay. I told my son, just enjoy your life, honey. Just can't be worried. We can't worry. I told my son, just enjoy with everybody and everything, honey. Everything can't. Um, do I want to go here? Okay. So, why is this still saying, oh, damn it. Why does it keep resetting my... I fixed it and it did it again. Why does my search engine keep changing? Okay. Okay, so. All right, so. Star seeds. Star seeds are individuals that originate from a far distant star and solar system, planets, and galaxies. These highly evolved souls carry a plethora of wisdom and special abilities that hibernate deep within the core of their being. All star seeds are encoded with an activation encryptus that unlock their knowledge and talents at a predetermined or spontaneous time on Earth. For the retrieval of this information is to be utilized for very specific purposes. So, like I was saying, I don't have my notebook. I feel all out of sorts, y'all. Let me get my notepad. Let me get my pad. I at least have it posted. It's in the room. I'm not getting up. They have thoroughly aggravated me. Let me grab an index card. Wait, I have another. Here we go. So, most of us that are, I really got to stand here. This is my spell book. Most of us that are light workers and have this calling to help each other and hear spirit and all that great stuff are actually star seeds. I personally resonate with, well, what now? Oh, I don't have time for my children right now. Why they get grown and get needy again all of a sudden? Jeez. Okay. My original, you can resonate. If any of you went through the videos, the video gave you lots and lots of different points as to, and how, or descriptions, and how to figure out characteristics and how to figure out which star seed you feel like, or which place of starseed origin, there we go, that you resonate with. Did anybody watch the videos and find that they had characteristics that resonated with one or more star seeds? Because we are reincarnate. So you can reincarnate just like we've chosen. They say we chose to come to Earth. Bad call. But it comes from the wanting to help and the needing to help other people, other collectives, and just be, overall saviors. So, personally, I know that I am a Lyrian starseed. I forget what masculine what we ended up determining what starseed he resonated with. I know some people that are several. For instance, every time I look at Cancer Moon's tarot, Spirit tells me he's Lyrian as well. So I don't know if he's aware of it. And I've never reached out and said that to him, but he definitely is. But there's another one that I resonated with, and I kind of can't remember which one it is. Right? Was it Syrian? It was Lyrian and Syrian that I both resonated with. And that usually comes from the fact that Lyrian starseeds were displaced. Their home was destroyed in a war, and they had to go live a multitude of other places, other civilizations took them in. So we're like the refugees of the solar system, of the universe. So see, this is going to be a short one because y'all ain't even in it. So Marie said, yes, more than one. Right. So that's because you're thinking, Marie, somebody did their homework. So like I said, that's because we reincarnate over and over, and you can indeed have lived in many different, but I know specifically because that's one thing I did discuss with Spirit. I haven't gone much into my past lives, but that's one of the things I did discuss with Spirit. And I know that I'm originally Lyrian. So let's see. Most starseeds feel a sense of misplacement, like they were aliens dropped on Earth without a compass. So they harbor a sense of emptiness and longing to find or to go back to their true home. Starseeds often ponder if perhaps their mothership landed on Earth and ventured out to explore the planet, and the ship accidentally left them behind, like ET. So one of the things is feeling displaced. If you just feel like you don't belong here. Another one of the signs was feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, feeling like, which I do, like your body doesn't really fit you, definitely. And a lot of people that have, like I talked about, what my shaman, she was a Native American lady in Texas, calls shaman's diseases. It's like you develop these diseases like lupus or fibromyalgia, or what's another one? Sarcoidosis. That Cyril is another one that they don't know what causes it. It just kind of happens to you. And it's almost like your body, it's almost like your original soul is rejecting its own body. It's like your body's rejecting. You're not comfortable in there. And that's what I have lupus. No one knows what causes it or why we get it, just that we do. And it mostly affects, actually lupus, it affects men as well sometimes, but mostly it affects women. And so it's like a rejection almost of your human body. You're just not resonating with your human body. Let's see what else. People that seem to be obsessed with the stars. If you all find yourself looking up, like, because I posted one time a while ago, y'all excuse me, like I said, I have a sinus infection, so I've been having hot flashes like crazy. I don't have Rona. I can smell and taste everything fine. Ate something yesterday. It was nasty. Somebody at work made some shit and was like, here, taste this, and just like kind of shoved it in my mouth, and I was just like, definitely don't have the Rona. Wish I did right about then. Anyway, it was a horrible attempt at spinach dip. All right, so you find yourself obsessed with the stars. I posted a while ago. I was in Houston still. It was like last year or so, a couple years ago. And I was looking up at the sky and I was just like, because in the city, you have the light pollution. So you don't see as many stars. I'm in the country now. I go out there. It's beautiful up there. I can see home, or where home used to be, and all the other stars and solar systems. And it's just amazing. And I have to have that. And I looked up at the sky in Houston one night. I was actually on the roof at my job. And I looked up and I was like, I can't live here. I'm not buying a house here where I can't look up in the sky and see stars. I would die. I was like, I can't live like this. I was like, I can't go, I can't. So, let's see. Starseeds tend to be space hybrids and they carry DNA from various universes. First of all, I have a teacher, had a professor that had he felt like he had the hypothesis, that's what you call it, right? Theory, that all of us are not from here. He was like, what other creature here looks like us? All the other creatures here in some way have something else in common. We don't. There's very few upward walking creatures here. And we're the only ones that possess a triple helix DNA. This was a biology teacher that I had. Our DNA strand is a triple helix. Nothing else on this planet is a triple helix. If you know what that means. So his theory was that none of us were from here. That some alien life form landed here and may have crossbred with something that was already here. And I don't mean to, don't take this wrong. Don't take this wrong. But it is a fact that people that have melanated skin that are largely African, of African descent or Latino do not possess any Neanderthal DNA, which was the original form of human beings, humanoids that were here. Only white people have that DNA. Black folks and Latina folks do not have Neanderthal DNA. Things that make you go, Edith said, I've read that. That's true. Yeah. So there's something to this. Not only that, everybody, and there's no ask a government official. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say who it was, but there was someone in my life that at a point worked for the United States government. This person had top secret clearance. He said basically that when you transfer information in the computer, data entry, they're taught you don't read, you just type. You type, you don't read the letters, you just letter, space, letter, space, letter, space. You're not supposed to be reading what you're typing. Right. Who the fuck can do so? So, because there's information that you're not supposed to retain, you're just supposed to be transmitting. And I was like, I have questions. And he was like, you get one question. And I was like, are there aliens? And he said, hell, fuck yeah. So, I take this person at their word. They're not a bullshitter like that. They really just not. So, in every culture, from the Mayans, who are down in your Mexican area, the Aztecs, all the way over to your Egyptian people, all the way up to the Asian people. Everybody talks about the people, the skies, the gods that came from the freaking sky. Everybody is not just lying. Everyone in ancient times did not come up with a world conspiracy. You can call us conspiracy theorists now. There's the internet, there's interaction, things get out. But the Mayans didn't know the Egyptians. So I just don't. I just don't. So I don't see how they can sit there and consistent. And then when you look up and consider the fact that every little speckled star you see is one or two things. It's either a planet or it's an actual star. It's an actual sun, like the one that we look at that shines bright on us daily, that has the potential or the possibility to have planets around it, just like we are around our planet. So to actually think that every star up there is big as or bigger than our sun and has no life around it is completely absurd. Okay. Now, I do know off the top of my head that it said that the Anunnaki are the ones who came here and helped the Egyptians to build the pyramids and gave them the knowledge and the wisdom and actually accelerated the DNA of the Neanderthal man, because there was a major jump apparently in the evolution of human beings on this planet. That it should have taken way longer for the Neanderthal man to develop into what we are than actually has. So, that being said, it is also said that the Anunnaki came from the future and are technically a future evolution of human beings, not a current to the time that they came to visit Egyptians people. So it's like they're saying that the Anunnaki are technically like us from the future, or people from the future that came back, or what we or human beings eventually evolved to and have returned here among the several times over the years for different reasons. So, let's see, what else does it say here? Starseeds tend to be space hybrids, as they carry DNA from various universes and dimensions, and that they have traveled in their many past carnations. So like I said, Marie, when you said you resonated with more than one, that would be why, because we're reincarnated and we could go any different place at any different time in our incarnations. Starseeds have existed and lived in a host of other dimensions and planets in the star system. They may have lived other lifetimes as angels, fairies, excuse me, and all different kinds of elementals. Not all starseeds obviously appear extraterrestrial. but even if they look like an average human being, they probably have been told either they resemble a fairy or an angel or an elf or something of that matter. Like they said, Lyrians tend to be very hairy, which all of me and my children are fuzzballs. And the men, or you may have very furry, hairy. That's why it's said that a lot of African Americans are actually of Lyrian descent. Because look at our men. Look at your Rick Ross out there, and all the guys that grow the big, or big furry beards. That's one thing that if you go to Cancer Moon's Tarot and tell me that boy don't look like a lion boy, I'm just serious, because he grows a full, he keeps it clean shaven, but he's gotten a little furry at times, and he grows a full, the boy looks like a little lion. He really does. He really does. I hope somebody tag him in this. I don't know how to tag other channels. And we stand out. You stand out. You're not the average person. You ever look around and kind of wonder, you see, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, but a lot of us are. Edith, Marie, Margie, y'all are more intelligent than most people. Most people are more, the most intelligent people. I've had people come here and say, go to my channel and be like, I didn't understand what you were talking about. And I'm like, really? Okay. I mean, it says, fortunately, all starseeds have a built-in alarm clock that is meant to waken and activate them from their slumber, to remember who they are and why they have come to this planet, and thus accomplish their duties, which in fact they volunteered to do upon prior incarnation. I need to see this contract. I'm not pleased with myself for signing such a thing. Starseed's primary goal for landing on this planet is to bring their unique and distinctive abilities and wisdom to this planetary civilization for the purpose of serving in a humanitarian capacity and uplifting the planet to a higher ascended status. And that's why we're all here. If you've ever been told you're a very old soul, you feel as though you've lived many lifetimes before. They beat to a resounding, pure sound of the Creator's light and have responded to the call for mastery, vision, wisdom. Right. You're just different. You just feel out of place until you get somewhere where you're like surrounded with us, people who do indeed resonate and have that same feeling. Right. And to understand and to resonate, I say things up here that I could say to people, other people. I say things here to y'all like, my when I went to the other side, y'all don't think I'm crazy. And when I say I see gnomes, and when I said that I still have yet to see a fairy, I wonder why. I guess I've never been to Fae realm in a life. I really don't resonate with fairies like that, but some of y'all do. I could say things here that y'all don't think I'm a nut job. Other people think I'm a nut job. And I've gotten to the point where I finally had to learn not to care. And even you're told, like when I was little, and I would tell my grandmother that I see or saw this or see or saw that, and she'd be like, okay, just don't tell nobody. It's okay. I know you actually saw that, it's real and embrace it, but don't tell anybody. So, I just finally got to a point. I went through my whole first marriage surrounded with Christians here in the Bible Belt and was afraid to speak up and say that I saw this or I saw that or somebody told me this or somebody told me that. One time, I think what broke me was I was like stalked. I was stalked by someone's relative, someone's ancestor. And this ancestor kept telling me to tell this person something, to tell this person something, tell them this, tell them this, tell them this, tell them this. It was like for like 3-4 days. And it was getting on my fucking nerves. It was like that scene in Ghost where Patrick Swayze kept singing Henry VIII, I am. And wouldn't let Whoopi Goldberg sleep and shit until she went and went to go talk to Molly. It was like that. Until I told the person what I had to tell them. Did the person listen to me? No. Did the person think I was crazy? Yes. But at least the spirit left me alone. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just not hiding this anymore because I'm not going through that ever again. And something bad did happen to that person. And I think had I not told them that it was going to happen, I would have felt bad. So I was glad that I did. It still didn't stop what happened, but I'm still glad that I had said, I said it. I got it off my chest. I'd have been miserable if that person died. And if that person had died and I had sat there like, damn, if I had said something, would it have changed it? But me saying something didn't change it, but at least I knew that I put forth the effort, Right. Right. So I've seen it. So there's things I've seen and things I've encountered and things that I know. And sometimes I'll meet a person and spirits will just start talking to me and telling me things about a person that, I had a coworker at work. She was like, you know what? She's like, my knee completely gave out on me like a week after you told me to get it checked. I thought you were bullshitting me. I tried. I was fixing her food one night, and one of her ancestors just kept telling me to tell her to go get her knee checked. Tell her to go get her knee checked. And then the last week, a couple weeks ago, I had a lady come down, and she was feeling bad. She was feeling really weak. And I forget what she said. She ended up going to the doctor, and something was wrong. But my grandmother actually was like to tell her to drink orange juice, drink some orange juice. And when I said it though, she did not doubt me for 1 second. She had a soda. She went right back to that damn cooler and she got an orange juice. And then she came back a couple of days later and she was like, I went to the doctor. I forget what something she was in deficit of. And she needed that orange juice. And she was like, girl, thank you. So you have to you have to know that they're not, I don't want to use the word special, like other people are not. Everyone is special in their very own special way, like Mr. Rogers said. But there's something different about us that we've been drawn together in this group, in this soul collective, and we can speak freely and openly about what we see and the things that happen to us and what we feel. Y'all are a blessing to me, and I hope we're all a blessing to each other. That's why I like my channel. It's a platform for us crazy weirdo star seeds to come and get to know each other and resonate with each other and discuss the things that we know to be real that other people think we're just wackadoos. Let's see. Let's go over some of the different, let me see if I can find. And we've grown. Okay, star seeds carry the seeds of light. They are the indigos in the forefathers and for the innovators, the galactic ones, the star ancestors, and the true teachers and inspirations of ascension. But whatever you want to call them, the one thing is for certain: star seeds are powerful beyond measure. They shine a magnificent beacon of light and love to propel us all into the golden age of inspiration. Okay. Many people often confuse the term. This is also what I wanted to discuss. The difference between light workers and star seeds. Many people often become confused with the term light worker and star seeds, which you can be both, of course. But the difference between the two types of individuals have to do with the soul's origin, their core objective, and the foundation for their expertise. While light workers are here to raise the vibration of the planet and spread light-based energies, their primary origins are closely connected to the earthly dimensional plane, whereas star seeds, the main source of existence prior to this incarnation, was derived from the star solar system, planets, and or galaxies. Light workers are here to shed and spread the light that is currently in existence. Star seeds also currently spreading light, but their predominant focus is to seed new systems of the light originating from the stars, therein formulating the name starseed. They are here to help awaken the remembrances of the Creator's light, thus information, skills, and technologies that star seeds bring to Earth are specially established from their galactic birthplaces and their fellow star friends. So star seeds may additionally also be called light workers because both are on the planet to uplift the energies of light. However, the specific class of light workers are not all deemed as star seeds. Not all light worker souls' core energy and signature and expertise and abilities that are embodied are specifically derived from an intergalactic, interdimensional origin. But both types of individuals are just as important as each other. Okay. So let's see if I can find a list of the ones we know of, because I'm pretty sure now there was a lady, Dolores Cannon. She's passed on. She did extensive work with past lives and stars and with past lives. And she had the ability she basically would hypnotize people and tap into that memory origin, because it is said somewhere in the hippocampus is what would hold that past life energy, because that's where your long-term memory system lies. So even if in this lifetime, in the movie, I need to write these things down because these are movies that I reference all the time. And I can't remember the names of them sometimes, and I'll be like off here and I'll remember the name of it. The one with Will Smith and Charlize Theron where they play there, where he's the hero. What the fuck was that movie? It's to erase his memory. She kept hitting him specifically in the back of the head. which is where your memory, your long-term memory lies. So she wanted to keep erasing the memory of what he remembered, before the past lives and where they come from and their origin. I can't remember the name of that movie. All right, let's see. Let us see. Okay. Okay, many types of starseed. As you read through each type of starseed and its common traits, keep in mind these traits vary by person. It's likely more than one of these stars lived in more than one of these star systems and have picked up traits from a few of those lives. Don't forget that this list isn't a complete list of all types of starseed, because there's no way of knowing. Like I said, look at all the stars up there. Okay? But the ones that most often incarnate on Mother Earth, aka Terra, I call her Gaia. If specific type resonates with you, it's more than likely that's what type you are. Write down what traits you have and which starseed types resonate. This will help you figure out what type of starseed that you are. What is this crap? Exit. Okay. So, Orion starseeds. Orion starseeds come from the Orion constellation. Oh, bless your heart. Yes, Edith, you're a light worker. I understand. I waited, turned out to be 3 hours on a medication tonight, child. Okay. There are numerous signs of being from the Orion constellation. That migrated here from other star systems. So they migrated there from other star systems. So if you're an Orion starseed, you're probably incarnated into other star systems before Orion. Because like I said, the Lyrians their planets were destroyed. And so they had to go live elsewhere. Mintaka was a paradise planet covered by sparkly diamond-like waters. Some believe whales and dolphins come from the seas of Mintaka originally. Mintaka is no longer in existence. Below we cover Mintakan starseed traits and Orion starseed traits, which would be anyone from elsewhere in the Orion constellation. Okay? So, Mintakan signs and traits are, see, this one wasn't mentioned in the videos that I posted either. Strongly drawn to water element. You love all things about the ocean, beach, and bodies of water. An intense connection with dolphins and whales. Dreams of swimming or living near lakes and oceans so sparkly they look filled with diamonds. Strong desire to ascend spiritually and help others. You are a compassionate person and get pleasure from helping others. Hold on. A cough drop was stuck in a strange place. Okay. You're a compassionate person and can get pleasure from helping others, and high levels of sensitivity to other beings, and potentially empathic. Next, you have Orion starseed traits. Good God, that's a long list. Scientific beings, you're interested and intrigued in all things scientific, chemistry, astronomy, genetics. You're very intelligent, mostly driven by mentality. Mental but not emotional beings, here to learn to love and experience emotions. Great sense of humor, can be the life of the party, optimistic. I think this was the one that we decided that masculine was. Um, Optimistic, opinionated individuals who don't sway on their perspectives easily. You're stubborn, in other words. A jack of all trades. They have knowledge about a lot of different topics. Have a great deal of self-control. I don't know about that. May come off as cold and emotional, often unintentionally. They're interested in ancient cultures and societies, able to work with different forms of technology effortlessly. They're usually entrepreneurs and leaders and want to inspire others. Task oriented, see things through and are very much involved in the details and the process, often incarnate as earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Uh, their main passion is knowledge. They hold logic above all else. And some Orion star seeds have bright blue or sky blue or ice blue eyes that draw you in. But many Orion's starseeds still may have eyes with all colors. Okay, who else we got? Arcturian. Public speakers, leaders in their community, highly passionate, don't fear death, come off as arrogant, have a big ego, great great at mathematics, have an interest in metaphysics and geometry. They're planners, compassionate, may show anger easily. They're confident, they're driven, they're focused, they have telepathic abilities. They have a mission to set up a new society where technology and spirituality meld cohesively. They choose careers in technology, architecture, invention, science, math, statistics, and medicine. They're highly intelligent. They feel like the black sheep of the family, enjoy attention and appreciation. They're not in tune with their emotions. So they're here to learn that. They have high sensitivity to light, sound, texture, and smell. They have a lower body temperature, not due to any other health causes. And then they have a lower blood pressure. You got the Pleiadians. Right, I hate math, Marie. Keep that shit over there, especially if it's algebra. Why do letters and numbers, why? They don't play together. Why are there letters? This is math. What the fuck? Okay, so you got Pleiadians. They're very gentle in nature. They're soft-spoken and polite. They're humanitarians. They're very empathic, often tall and slender, and appear very pale. Blonde hair, blue eyes, but black people can indeed be Pleiadian. I have someone that I know is a Pleiadian, but she's just yellow. They're all about love and want to spread love. They have high cheekbones, long limbs, strong jaw lines, drawn to outer space, science fiction, astrology, stars, interested in healing. Wait, I went too fast. Interested in, did I miss one? Where? I lost my place. Lost my place. They're people interested in healing and metaphysics. They're family oriented. They're people pleasers, sometimes to a fault, and this allows them to be taken advantage of. They're sensitive individuals. They wear their hearts on their sleeves. They feel different than everyone else growing up. They feel they have a big mission on earth. They understand polarity, which is the yin and the yang, male polarity. They have a full embrace, basically, of their masculine and feminine energies. They feel very different. They have a big mission on earth, and they may struggle with food sensitivity, sensory issues, and anxiety when they're not in alignment with their true selves. Draconian starseed. Draconian starseeds are from the Draco constellation. This website is otherworldlyoracle.com. Otherworldlyoracle.com. This is a very good, they even have pictures as a specific solar star system, and it's beautiful. They're drawn to, so we're on Draconians. They're from the Draco constellation, meaning dragon. Therefore, many draconian star seeds are linked to dragons and reptiles of various kind. The reptilian race, which is who killed off my peoples, they're who attacked the Lyrians and did away with their planets. Livgarians and other Draconians come from Draco. There are some Draconians who are selfish and some say evil, while others are here to help and wake humanity and raise consciousness. Now, there is a theory. There is a conspiracy theory that Donald Trump is one of the Draconian people. And a lot of the politicians that fall on the either evil or side, like Mitch McConnell, or as my mother so passionately calls him, Bitch McConnell, are actually reptilians. And there are people that claim they have seen them slip out of human form and appear dragon-like or appear lizard-like. If you ever seen the old show and what the Land of the Lost with the Sleestackers, whatever you call them, that's like what they would kind of sort of look like. All right, so they're drawn to math and technology. There are leaders in their fields and communities. They don't take kindly to authority higher than themselves. When they're not in alignment, they can be money hungry and manipulative. When in alignment from higher dimensions, they want to unite with people and work toward a common goal, because you have good and bad people in all creations. They're talented. Why did this jump? They're talented at leading, building, and coordinating. They always finish what they start. They're attracted to reptiles, amphibians, and dragons. So a lot of your druids may actually be draconian. They may have lizard-like features. Lower body temperature, drawn to the sun, and warmth, prefer warmer climates. They're adept at fitting in like a chameleon, and they find jobs in politics, community leaders, military, architecture, and construction. See? Oh Lord, Trap House. I just don't. I was just reading about that earlier. Yeah, that's just another form of racism. Black folks can be racist too. Because why would something be just exclusive to only Black people? That's just the whole 21st thing. I looked at that. I'm not even speaking on that ignorance. That's just ignorance. If there's going to be an ascension, it's going to be an ascension overall. And as far as I'm concerned, I already have superpowers. Okay. Syrian star seeds. This is the other one that I resonated with in addition to Lyrian. We've been fascinated by the dog star Sirius since the beginning of time. Ancient Egyptian and African tribes and other people have legends and connections with the star Sirius, and with good reason. It's the biggest, brightest star in the night sky, and it's also called Alpha Canis Majoris. In recent years, it was discovered that Sirius is a 2-star system. In fact, the Dogon tribe in Africa has been saying for years. That's what they've been saying for years. All right. Read more about the dog. I'll read that later. All right. Drawn to lost civilizations and ancient cultures. Drawn to the Sirius star system. Where's there a picture of it? Oh, they would not give a picture of that one. Okay. Have a love for canines, dogs, and wolves. I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. But that's a Lyrian thing. But I do like dogs. I'm just not a big dog person. Even keeled, very hard to anger. Don't express their emotions well. Have a hard time with communication and relationships. May seem closed off. That's not me, though. I'm very open. Intense daydreamers. Interested in magic, metaphysics, witchcraft, and alternative healing. That would be me, and I am an intense daydreamer. I am drawn to the stars, to Sirius star system. Don't express their emotions well. Have a hard time communication and relationship. Okay, we read that. Interested in magic. Okay. May have Lyrian starseed traits. Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. Particularly cat-like or lion-like traits. They love science fiction books and movies. Maintain a few close friends instead of many casual friends and acquaintances. Definitely me. Creative individuals love the arts, crafts, writing, etc. Definitely me. They have a mission to save the planet or defend animal rights. And yeah, I want to save the planet, but I don't know about the animal thing. I love animals. I do. This would be more my daughter. Definitely. Definitely. All right, that was the one that was in the chat. Wanted to talk about that. Brought up the sun. Wanted to talk about sunflowers. Her, she's an animal lover. She is just distraught right now because she's determined that she doesn't have time for her puppy, and she's trying to rehome him. And she loves Bentley, but she already had the cat. I don't know why she tried. She should just chill with Carter. Carter's her cat. He's named after Justin Bieber. Yeah. Anyway, so they love the arts, craft, writing. They're sacral, and they have sacral and throat chakra alignment. Okay, they enjoy tattoos, piercings, and expressing themselves artistically through clothing and accessories. They may feel a deep connection to the water element, the ocean beings like whales and dolphins, etc. They may have a fascination with mermaids since childhood. They have a relationship with one or more ascended masters. They're task oriented. If not a love for dogs, they may have a love for cats. Okay, there I am. A great sense of humor and silliness. Very silly. May have cat like or dog like or mermaid like characteristics. Okay. Okay. All right, now next is Lyrian star seeds. Home. Okay. Lyrians are a type of star seed from the Lyra constellation. There are a few stars in the Lyra constellation, but the main planet of origin is Vega. It is said that the first humans originate from Lyra. A race of ancient beings called felines also come from Lyra and help establish much of the ancient world on Earth, including Atlantis and Egypt. The beings from Lyra include felines, vegans, and Lyrians. A cat-like, bird-like appearance, cat-like eyes, upturned almond-shaped eyes, cat-like nose. Bird-like appearance, may be thin-faced with pointed beak lines, nose, etc. Enjoy physical labor and are hard workers. That's the truth. Taking great pleasure in good and exotic food and beverages, sexuality, and etc. I did read in another article that a lot of Lyrians are indeed bisexual. I'm openly bisexual. I'm open to being with anybody. I just have to resonate with that person. Athletic in nature, enjoy exercise, have the ability to shift consciousness easily. That I have. Need more sleep than a typical human being. Yes, God, because if I don't get a vast amount of sleep, I'm a bitch. Honey, don't let me be tired. Just please, if I don't get, oh, and don't wake me up. I'm ill if you wake me. I'm like, what? Grounded individuals, yet also risk takers, enjoy social environments but prefer to observe than to be the life of the party. Fiercely independent, have goals but get distracted easily. Yeah. Start projects with ferocity and end up abandoning them if they get bored. Yeah. Love to travel and explore. Have a cat-like curiosity and often incarnate into fire signs, particularly Leo and Sagittarius, which I am Leo rising and Sagittarius moon, but I'm still an Aries sun, so I'm still in there. Okay. Next, we got Venusian. It is possible that other planets in our solar system once supported life, absolutely, and could could in other dimensions and planets and planes of existence, and still could in other dimensions and planes of existence. This includes Venus, which brings us to our Venusian star seeds. They live in the fourth dimension, and they are also called the Hathors. Hathor is an ancient Egyptian cow goddess of love and motherhood. It is said that she's from Venus and seated Venusians on Earth to teach love. Huh. Okay, so wait, I went too far. Venusian starseeds are often very tall, sensual, and passionate individual, may have a hard time committing to one mate. Nurturing and compassionate, highly spiritual beings, sometimes to a fault, and need to be reminded or taught how to ground themselves. High up in their head chakra, they need to ground themselves high up in their head chakra. They feel very connected to the universe and their higher self and their guides. They're interested in outer space and ancient civilizations, can be labeled as flighty. They have a huge interest in metaphysics and bringing in the new age. They're drawn to ancient Egypt and namely the goddess Hathor, as well as Venus and Aphrodite. They're often attractive individuals with coveted facial features. Women are very feminine and men are very masculine. I heard someone once talk about Beyonce being Venusian. So, and it's somebody I know that is very psychically spiritual, and she focuses on, like, I was very disappointed for her to say that Cardi B is also Lyrian. I was like, I don't care much for her, but moving forward. But then so is Nicki Minaj, and I appreciate her. I do like Nicki. I do. Okay. Margie said on me again. Me all the time. I'm a dog person. Okay. So let's see. Is there anybody else here? Martians. I don't want to read all this. Okay, this one is short. There's stories that Martians came to, because there was water there. We know this now. Others believe that, okay, there are stories that Martians came to Earth hundreds of thousands of years ago to take part in our evolution. Others believe that life existed in this dimension on Mars many years ago because of the discovery of water on the red planet. There isn't a lot known about Martian starseeds, but some claim they had origins on the planet. Some Martian starseed traits include being drawn to the planet, having a desire to advance the human race, a strong connection to water and fire elements, and have memories and dreams of being on Mars. There was a kid when I was studying children who claimed to have been reincarnated. There was one child who had memories of being on Mars and looking at Earth and remembering when, because they say all the continents were connected. His soul was so old. He remembered being on Mars and remembering when the continents were just starting to drift apart on Earth and that it looked different. The continents looked indifferently. So that was amazing to me. You got Andromedan starseeds, which are from the Andromeda galaxy outside of our own. That's our neighbors. There are fewer Andromedan starseeds on Earth than others. And let's see, they're easy to talk to. They're meek or mild in nature. They have a laid back personality. They have a light aura and are often thought of as pure light beings. They act or look childlike. They're quiet or tend to stay in the background. There was a girl that I worked with in Houston who would definitely fit this. Definitely. She was very smart, but she was very childlike. Now, she was mature. She worked. She kept her bills paid. She was very responsible. She was always at work and always on time and always did her job. But she was just very childlike. She was great. She was awesome. I hope she still watches me. I did an astrological reading for her. I can't remember what her name is now. But I hope she still watches. She'll know who I'm talking about. She was in security. They look or act childlike. They're quiet, tend to stay in the background to observe others. They love their freedom. They have a strong desire to travel and explore. They like to go backpacking or give up their jobs to go travel and explore the world. They usually can't stay in a monogamous relationship or have a commitment problem. They're emotionally guarded and avoid conflict as much as possible. They're usually tall and thin, some bald easily in their earthly bodies. They often find jobs in the arts and spiritual practices like artists, musicians, teachers, spiritual leaders, tarot card readers, writers, etc. And they live a carefree lifestyle. Honey, don't we all want to live that way? I know I do. I'm about to. And damn if I'm taking on somebody else's child. All right. Polarian star seeds. Good damn, how many are there here? Okay. Polarian star seeds come from the North Star Polaris. It says that Polarians were the first spiritual beings on this planet from a higher dimension. At their time, they were giants. And we have bones of giants that have been discovered here on our planet. They said there were giants in height, and they were here. And it said here are the Polarian traits. They're highly spiritual, drawn to the North Star, Polaris, and other dimensions. They yearn to know more about humans and the ascensive process and the ascension process. They're empaths. They're very tall. They're androgynous or non-binary. You feel as if you've been on Earth for millions of years. Feel natural catastrophes like earthquakes within their bodies and souls. They're in tune with the Earth's energies and fighting and often uniting others. They may have memories and dreams about lost civilizations. They love being monogamous and are great husbands and wives. They value partnership and teamwork. They seem to be lucky in finances and can win and can gain wealth easily. They're hard workers and team players. They're interested in metaphysics and spiritual enlightenment. They feel important on Earth, but sometimes don't know what. They feel they have an important purpose on Earth, but sometimes don't know what it is. Okay. They prefer stability and shy away from sudden changes. Hadarian star seeds. Let's see, 11, 12. Okay, there's only two more. Well, three, yeah. Okay. Hadarian star seeds come from the Beta Centauri star system. They were all about love, unconditional love, and are on Earth to spread more of it. The story goes that the Hadarians were invaded by a tyrannical race of beings that left their planet to escape enslavement. Many came here, but it's difficult for them to remember what happened because of the trauma they endured. They're all about love and unconditional love because of their loving nature. They're sometimes taken advantage of by others because of their pure loving ways. They are individuals who want nothing more in life than to have strong relationships with others, romantic friendships, etc. May come across as hippies, preaching free love, feel happier and more fulfilled within a relationship, even if it's a toxic one, unfortunately. Yeah, this might be me too. Here to learn how to love others and themselves along with the power of free will. They have empathic abilities. They can feel emotions of other beings, including animals and plants. Shy or introverted until they get to know you. Goals are not aligned with money or financial success. I've had to have been there. Definitely. Goals are not aligned with money or financial success. They just want to help others. They find jobs in the corporate world where they can become a part of a team, counselors, philanthropists, or humanitarians. Cool. Okay. Agarthan, inner earth beings. Have you ever heard the hollow earth theory? I have. If you haven't, there's a theory that the earth is actually hollow and that there's another civilization inside called the Agarthans. In 1947, a man named Admiral Byrd claimed he'd flown over the North Pole and was taken into the Agarthan city and met the people there. Now, Agarthans are incarnating on Earth's surface to help us. Environmentally driven, you may get into activism or job health in the environment. You may have memories or dreams of going into the earth and residing in earth, memories of Atlantis being drowned in a flood or retreating into earth. Some believe Agarthans are the same as the fairy folk who lived underground according to our ancestors. May be tall and thin, have pointy ears or elf-like qualities, and are in tune with Earth's cycles, seasons, and can feel natural catastrophes coming to their effects. Now, what I heard about this, because notice how they said that Admiral Byrd said he encountered them while flying over the North Pole. This is where someone I knew growing up got their Santa is real theory, because he talked about this and he was like, well, who did Santa get to help him living in the North Pole at his little home station? Elves. And here you see how it talks about people with the pointy ears and the elf-like creatures, elf-like looking people. So that was his whole Santa is real thing, and that you can't find the North Pole because it's actually inside the Earth. The other thing is, I don't remember who it was. There was a diver, a sea explorer that was trying to get to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench sits the Pacific Ocean somewhere, and it's the deepest point. It's like a trench. It's a trench. It's a valley underwater, and it's the deepest point in the ocean. There's nothing deeper than the Mariana Trench. Nothing goes down deeper into the Earth's crust, especially underwater. And he said he got there, and they say when you get to that low, it doesn't. They discredited what he said, because they say when you get to that point, you become delusional because of the water pressures and all that good stuff. He said there's a door down there. That's what he said. I forget who it was. Let me see. Let me find out exactly. Hold up. He damn sure said there's a door down there. What the hell? It was James Cameron. James Cameron was his name. Okay, once on the bottom, bait attached to the sea floor. Suitable instruments took sample photos. Amen. It said he reached 26,900 feet deep. It's the deepest dive into the Mariana Trench. He found a giant sea cucumber. It's not talking about the door. I know about the door. Okay, so here we go. They said it's a solid metal door. No, I don't want Reddit. I don't want people talking about it. I want the actual story. I can't find it. Well, there are videos on YouTube about it. There are definitely videos on YouTube about it. Some people say it's an actual drain. And some people say it's a door. It's a metal door. But like I said, I that was one of the things I heard, or had heard of. And there are lots of videos on YouTube about it. So that's one of the things that you can Google and check out. Did anybody, she said, just healing and relaxing. Good, Edith. That's what you should be doing. I hope you're feeling okay. Hi, Toya. So, did anybody, hey, Keisha Stewart, how you doing? Everybody, I'm going to log off and do questions for a little while. So we went through all the star seeds. Everybody understand what star seeds are. Everybody understand that a lot of star seeds are light workers, that you don't have to be a star seed to be a light worker, but a lot of star seeds are. I hope everybody found out where they resonate with or from. It's a pretty basic topic. It's not one that really requires a lot of discussion. It is what it is. Everybody, I encourage you to research it more. Like I said, I resonate with a few, as many of you will, because we incarnate in different places all over the universe. But I know that I'm originally Lyrian. Did anybody have any questions? Did anybody not understand anything? Hi, Toya. Did anybody Good. All right, so I was late, y'all, so I'm in a rush. I ain't lying. I was late. I have family issues and shit going on. Just drama. That child, every time she pops up, it's just drama. I'm not. That's my grandchild, and it breaks my heart, but it didn't have to be this way because we're a good family. Any of us at any given time, me or my first husband, considered that child his grandchild and would have reached out. I tried to help her just 2 years ago. And she just, child. All right, I love y'all. I'm logging off on you. I'm logging back in and we'll do some questions and I'll give out the number if anybody wants to call and get their question answered live. If you get a regular question, I'll explain when I come back. I'll explain when I come back. Let me log off and log back in. Okay, I love y'all. Give me a couple seconds. You know I'm going to pee.